guys? Welcome to another episode of Muay Thai Save Me. I am here with my business partner, Edwin Lopez. And across from us, we have a special guest. Her name is Jasmine. Jasmine, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, so I don't even want to try. How do you say your last name?
Sadeghian.
You see, guys, that's why I didn't want to try. I didn't want to butcher it. Can you say it one more time, please?
Sadeghian.
Okay. Now, I actually thought you were Armenian.
I get
Please
that a
tell
lot.
everyone what you really are.
I'm Persian.
You're Persian.
94% Persian, 6% Armenian. I took an ancestry DNA test.
Wow.
I want to do that. Have you ever done one of those?
I haven't yet. I have some family in England that have been doing that since my dad passed.
Yeah.
And they've been finding out like all kinds of cool stuff.
God. What about you, Paul? Have you done that? We should do that. We should do a podcast on that. And then bring our results back and I share it. That's good.
How long has it been since you did that ancestry?
A few months. My brother got it for my birthday.
Okay.
So by the time I got it back, it was like April. My birthday was in February.
Okay.
How does that work? Like, what is it? Like, how does that?
You like spit in a tube and then you mail it to them and then I don't know what they do, and then they just send you your results.
That's crazy. Imagine they don't do anything. They're like, give her
They just
10% Asian. Be like, well, look at her picture. And they're like, do you?
Part of the database now too. So like once one person enters it, then it's DNA matching.
That is crazy.
That is.
And it took how many months? 2 months?
2 months, yeah.
Interesting. That's cool.
That's cool.
But do you have to be like born in the U.S.? How does that work? No.
I wasn't born in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
Where were you born?
Iran.
Iran. Okay.
Shit.
What brought you here?
My mom just wanted a better life for us, so
Okay.
she wanted to move here since she was 16, and
Okay.
she kept trying, and then finally, I think she was like in her 30s or
Okay.
40s, and we moved here.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about you, Jasmine. I don't really get to talk to you too much during classes and like in
Yeah.
between. But can you tell everyone a little bit about who Jasmine is outside of the gym?
I don't really have a life outside of the gym. The gym is my life.
I love that.
But I'm 22. My actual name is Yasaman, but no one can pronounce it right, so I go by Jasmine.
Yasaman?
Yeah.
See, I can say that. I just can't say the last name. Yeah, I'm gonna need
Yeah,
some.
if you say the full thing, it just sounds like a spell. So I'm just like, just call me Jasmine. It's just easier for everyone.
I love that. What before you found us, were you doing anything like fitness wise?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how did you come across Muay Thai then? Because Muay Thai is a really particular type of art, right? And a lot of people are kind of intimidated by it. Jasmine, because you've never done anything like it. First off, let's get a little background. Did you ever play any sports?
I've played almost every sport.
Okay.
Soccer, basketball, softball, synchronized swimming.
Okay.
A little bit of everything. Track, gymnastics, karate.
Okay. So you come from an athletic background then.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you come across Muay Thai?
So I was just stressed, and I was like, I need to like just release all of this in a healthy way. So I was thinking boxing, but I have no upper body strength. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should do something with my legs. So I was like, okay, kickboxing. And then I've known Susie for a while. I've had her on Instagram for a while, and she would always tag the gym. So I followed you guys, but I'm like, okay, I'll go one day. And I'm like, okay, next week, and then next week. And then you actually messaged me, and you were like, oh, come try class. And I've been there ever since.
Wow, look at that. Now, what was share with people like what was going on in your mind when you're like, I want to release this stress, or I'm stressed. But what were you hesitant about when you found us and you're following us and you're like, oh, this gym looks cool, like I'm gonna go in. What was happening? Why you didn't come in? Why did it take a while?
I think it was just like the anxiety of like going somewhere new, you don't know anyone, like
Okay.
especially I didn't know the sport or anything about it.
Okay.
Like it was just like a lot to process. I was like,
Okay.
oh, I'll do it next time, and I
Okay.
just kept pushing it back.
And then you said that I reached out to you. What made you? What was it that I said, or you're like, you know what? Okay, let me do it now. He messaged me. He welcomed me. Like, what was it that was that switch in your mind? Like, all right, I'm gonna do it now.
I feel like it kind of just gave me a little push.
Okay.
And then I was telling my friend about it, Bree, she joined with me. And she was like, yeah, I'll do it with you. And honestly, if she didn't, I probably would have like not shown up. But she ended up leaving. It wasn't like her thing, but I fell in love with it. So I've been there ever since.
That is true. For those of you guys that don't know Jasmine, like, she's the sweetest girl ever. But yeah, I remember your first day. It was just a lot of overthinking, pausing, freezing, and then come now, she's like every day, multiple classes. It's a standard, right? Jasmine always does at least 2 classes a day. If she does less, I think something's wrong.
I have a question. What did your parents think when they started hearing that you were going to do Muay Thai and such?
My mom was kind of like hesitant. She's like, "You're gonna break your face. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna like break your nose." I'm like, "No one's gonna hit me in the face," because that was before I went to sparring. And my cousin, he's a professional boxer. My other cousin does MMA. So she said the same thing with them. She's like, "They're just gonna get hurt. They're dumb." Like, just overprotective mom. Like,
I see.
yeah.
I see.
But she loves it now because, she always told me, she's like, "You need to exercise, you need to work out, it'll make you happier."
Yeah.
And she was right. Don't tell her I said this, but she was right.
And do you believe that to be true now? I know you said you were going through a lot of anxiety and things like that at that time when you were looking for like an outlet. Do you find that your everyday coming and training and everything has helped you with that?
Oh, definitely. I could be in the worst mood ever, and as soon as I walk in through the doors, it's like, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong. The world just stops.
How many days a week do you come to the gym? Tell everyone. Let everyone know how many days.
5 to 6.
5 to 6. And like I said earlier, she comes to multiple classes. What fuels you, Jasmine? Because I know with your work currently right now, you work at a restaurant and you're on your feet all day. You deal with lots of different types of personalities, right? Because you're constantly in the people business, right? Where do you get that fuel from to come to the gym after a long shift at work, or maybe coming to work out before you go start a long shift? Where do you get that energy from? Or the willpower even?
I don't know, but if I don't do it, my day is just ruined. So it's kind of like, it's a part of my day now. Like, I have to do it, or else, like, if I go to work and I'm in a bad mood, everyone's like, "You didn't go to the gym today, did you?" And I'm like, "Nope, not today."
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is. Do you have any advice for any women right now that, like, maybe is kind of in that same boat as you? They're looking for some type of outlet from stress. Anxiety levels are super high. Maybe someone's listening in right now or watching, and they're like, "Man, she's 22. I'm 22, or I'm 21." What is some advice to maybe some women that are listening right now? What would you say to them to give them that little extra push that you got?
I would say just stop overthinking. Just do it.
Nice.
Just that simple. Just do it.
Just do it. I love that. The Nike slogan. Just do it.
And then you said you had a friend that came and she supported you in the beginning. I'm sure you have multiple friends who, I'm sure, is it just you that comes from your circle of friends?
Yeah.
Aside from the ones from the gym? What did they think, like your everyday and your commitment? Because obviously we see your guys' mirror post with you, Robert Brown, and all of you guys, that little squad. So like they obviously see you on social media being pretty consistent and all that. What do they think about it?
Well, they support me, but sometimes like I'll be in so much pain, and I'm like telling them like, "Oh, my back hurts, my knees hurt." They're like, "You need to take a break," and I'm like, "No, I can't." I'm like, "You guys don't get it. I have to go. Like, if I don't go, I will have a terrible day." They're like, "You need to take a break," or like my mom will even tell me sometimes. But then if I don't go to the gym, they're like, "What's wrong? Why aren't you at the gym?" So I'm like, I can't win.
That double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I see.
That's cool.
But they're coming from a good place. They care about me.
Absolutely. They always do. But you know yourself better, right? You know, like you said, if I don't go, I'm going to have a miserable day. So I need to go no matter what. And we can always modify things for you too. You don't have to, push through, but like we talked about, right, getting the chiropractor adjustments, asking for that traction is a game changer.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you something. I completely forgot.
Do you have siblings?
I have an older brother.
How old is he?
He just turned 26.
Has he came into the gym or asked you anything like that?
No.
Not into it?
He's not really into it, no.
Oh, got it. What about your mom? Have you brought your mom in?
Oh my God, no. She doesn't know about my leg sleeve, so we're not we're not gonna bring her to the
Really?
gym.
Yeah, I did
no.
want to bring that up. So her leg is fully sleeved up, like completely. Like I was actually asking her when I started doing mine about just what she went through because I had nothing on my legs, and she doesn't know.
She knows about like the top half because I was in my room and I forgot she was home and she walked in and caught me. But the other half, she hasn't seen it. It's been like 2 years.
So what do? You
I'm hoping
wear
she
sweats all
doesn't
the
see this.
time?
Yeah.
Seriously?
In this heat, it's commitment.
What does she say? She's probably like, Jasmine, honey, what is wrong with you?
She's like, I'm like, oh, it's so hot. She's like, change. I'm like, never mind. It's not that hot anymore.
Because in
It's
your
kinda
culture,
cold
there's
now.
not that many. Is it like?
I think I'm like
prohibited,
the
or what is
first
it?
one in my entire family to get a
Really?
tattoo. Yeah.
Like just any tattoo? Like it's not. It's.
It's
wow.
not like it's against the culture, but they just don't do it.
But so what did she say when she did
She
see
was
you the first time?
furious. She was so mad. She screamed, yelled, and then the next day she was like over it.
So then just do it. Let her
I
see the
want
rest
to,
of it.
but
She'll be over it on Friday.
I know, but like I feel like this is like way too extreme compared to like my little ones that she saw.
Wait, how many did you have in the beginning then?
I had like 4 or 5, and then I got the leg sleeve.
No way.
Wow.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
That was my therapy before Muay Thai.
Ah, okay. Do you feel like what has taken over? Do you still like the tattoos as therapy, or is Muay Thai better for your therapy?
I feel like Muay Thai. My tattoo artist is gonna kill me, but Muay Thai.
The bruises. It's her new ink, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
My
Where those
elbows
were
are
pride.
always covered in bruises.
Man, I was gonna ask her something. I just still can't remember.
I'm actually, because I always see her training really hard and everything. Do you have any plan? Like, what are your plans? You know, now that you're getting the technique down, you're coming on a consistent basis. Obviously, it helps you with your anxiety, keeping you on track for your day and all that. Have you ever thought or anything like in the future has ever sparked like you may possibly wanting to fight or anything like that? It
Yeah,
has?
I told Kru about it, but I told him I'm not ready yet. Like, I'm very competitive. If I don't think I'm gonna win, I'm not gonna do it. So I just want to like work on myself and like get everything down, make sure I'm at my best, and then if Kru allows it, maybe I will fight.
And when do you think that would be? Like, when do you have like a set year, goals,
Like
months, or
end
anything?
of next year, like by the time it hits 2 years that I've been at the gym, which
Okay.
is next August.
What do you think about that, man?
I tell her I support it. She puts the work in, you know, and she understands that, like, I don't rush people to fight. You know, it's like, I think Jasmine's rule, like, how long have you been with us now? Like, about
It'll
a
be
year?
a year in August, yeah.
So a year, you know, and that's really honestly a good amount of time. It gives someone a really good, ample time to really understand the techniques and the philosophy that I teach, you know, because she's been to all the fights. She sees what happens, like to even other fighters, like when they don't do what I'm teaching, people see it. It's like, dude, you're getting rocked, man. Put your guard up.
Yeah.
And it's funny because everyone from our gym, high and tight guard, go block. But then you think other people train the same way, but they don't.
Yeah.
I'm really big on defense and footwork. Those two things will save your life in a fight. But it's so crazy how many people underestimate that. Everyone's all about offense, learn these cool moves, angle out and do all these sweeps. And it's like, bro, you're gonna get knocked out if you can't even keep your guard up. You know what I mean? So me and Jasmine have talked several times, and I keep her in mind, you know, and I love your work ethic, Jasmine. And I like that you've seen as each month progresses, you're getting just that much better. And she's very coachable too. Jasmine's very coachable. She might not get it right then and there when me or the other coaches give it, but she'll keep trying. She'll keep working at it. She doesn't give up, and that's what it takes.
So you think she has that potential for the long term, for the future?
Absolutely. I think anyone does. It's just a matter if they have the right mindset.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have a different type of mindset to be a fighter. You have to like really want it.
Yeah.
You have to really, really want it. And there's some people out there that's just, maybe you should stick to coaching, or you know, maybe it's not the best field for you to be pursuing. You know what I mean? It's just like not everyone can be a doctor, right? Not everyone can be a lawyer. Not everyone can be a postman. You know what I mean? Everyone has different specialty skills, you know. But I love that she wants it. What was your initial goal again when you first started? It was just to relieve stress and anxiety, right?
Yeah.
When do you feel that goal changed, Jasmine? Like as you started training, like when do you feel like I have aspirations of fighting one day. Where did that come from?
I think it was after the first fight I went to.
Okay.
That kind of like sparked it up. And
Okay.
then like over time, I would always like take videos of me in class, and I could see the progress I was making, and I was like, okay, I could do this. Like
Yeah.
I just have to put in the work.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people forget. You know, you got to put in the work. Everyone sees fighting as like, oh, it's so easy, but they don't realize the punishment your body and your mind take on a daily basis, and you got to keep doing it even when you don't feel good. Like people underestimate that. You know, it's so crazy. And then when they start getting a taste of it, that's when a lot of people, oh shoot, yeah, I'm not going to mention that to Kru Neil anymore. That I want to fight. I just got rocked for the first time. Yeah, that's not what I signed up for.
Yeah. Do you think your family would go see you fight if that moment came?
My cousins would.
You don't think your mom would?
She probably would, but she would just.
Are you gonna wear sweats? Or what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna wear
just
my
curious, like-
MTK leggings.
Oh, that's good. There you go. But do you
I'm
think
gonna,
like that.
I'm gonna just paint over it.
Yes.
only
We have
one
all
size?
sizes.
Only one
We have
size.
all sizes.
But do you honestly? Would you like your mom to be there, even if you knew she wouldn't go? Would you ask her to go?
Yeah.
Do you think she would go?
Yeah, maybe. I feel like she would be upset. She'd be like, I don't want to watch you get hit. Like, I don't want to see that. And then, like, last minute, she'd be like, okay, I'm coming.
What if we got her a limo and a VIP?
Yeah, that's true.
Jasmine, how many fights have you been to now?
4?
4.
Yeah.
What sparked you? Was it seeing some of the other ladies fighting? Was that what kind of sparked your interest, or was it maybe
was-
one of the guys that
It
you
was
saw?
seeing the guys fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you say the guys fight, was it from our gym, or was it from just
Just
in
everything.
general?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you said you played sports. Did you compete in these sports too, like on a team, and you played against other teams and all that?
For synchronized swimming, I did.
Okay.
I'm very competitive, so of course I got first place. Like both times, I think we did 2 meets,
Okay.
and I wasn't passionate. And like one thing about me, if I don't want to do something, there's nothing anyone can do to make me do it. And it goes the same way for when I want to do something. Nobody can stop me from doing it. Like no matter what, I will keep trying until I get it.
That's great. And I see that. I see that on a daily basis with Jasmine. Like she's here every day, literally. You know, she puts the work in.
I have a personal question. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Okay. In the years, have you had a boyfriend as you've been training or anything like that?
Yeah.
What did he think about it? How does that feel? Because it's always weird, right?
That's true.
I mean, you're young, you're really good at it. Well, at that time that you had a boyfriend, what did he think about it?
He was supportive.
Was he?
Yeah.
Did he ever go to the gym and try it?
No.
No? That's cool. Did you ever like kick his ass or kick him or anything like
Maybe.
that? Look at that.
Take
She's
out
like-
the trash.
She's like, that's kind of why I don't have a boyfriend. I kept kneeing his ass. Like, dude.
He's like, I don't like this.
I do that to my brother all the time. I'll like walk into his room and I'll just like, I won't hit him, but I'll like start throwing punches and he's like, dude, stop. And I'm like, I'm not hitting you. He's like, okay, stop, you're annoying. And I'm like, okay, keep your guard up.
Keep your
Have you
guard
seen
up.
that on Instagram? Like, they're like, oh, that friend that you have that's always like,
I posted
that
that.
shit is hilarious. You're that person?
I'm that person, 100%.
That is funny. That is funny. I love
That's so
that.
funny.
And one thing that I've noticed about you in a certain group at our gym that we have that are just this group that just and it's kind of like Christine, Robert Brown, Garrett, a couple other people, quite a bit of people that you're part of that circle. That's just the light of the gym and just really the culture. And you guys really, that's really your guys' gym more than anything. I've noticed that you guys are so prideful about it. You guys are always doing your tradition, like, photo things, and just are constantly always doing things together. Those individuals you met at the gym.
Yeah.
Can you speak a little bit about the culture and the friendship and everything that you build in that community within the gym?
Yeah, I think the first person I like became close to was Melissa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you partnered us up, and the entire time we're together, we're just laughing. Like, we're doing what we need to
Yeah.
do, but we're just, like, having a good time. We're just
Yeah.
always laughing. And then I met Christine. She's my gym mom.
Yeah.
I always go to her for advice. Everyone's just super supportive, very nice. like, I don't know how to put it into words. It's just a great community. Like, everyone's super supportive. It's like my second family.
Yeah.
Do you, and when you say like she's your Christine, because we hear this a lot, when you say she's your gym mom, and then you could go to her like when like tough times and stuff like that. You've seen that, because I hear that a lot about her. What can you speak a little bit about Christine? Because everybody speaks so highly of her.
Yeah, she's an angel. I can't explain it. She's just the sweetest person ever. She's just always there for everyone. She knows everyone's birthday. I don't know how, but she knows everyone's birthday. She always comes with a gift. She's always super thoughtful. And like, every time I have a conversation with her, like, I feel like I'm like talking to my mom and getting advice from my mom, which me and my mom aren't super close. So I never like had that. Like, I can't go to my mom and ask for advice, because she's just gonna tell me like, you need to go back to school. Like, that's her answer to everything. But like with Christine, like, I can actually sit there and like tell her how I'm feeling, and she'll listen, and then she'll like give me advice.
Yeah, Christine's definitely a great listener, and that's one thing we love about Christine, and that's why she's kind of, we call it hashtag gym mom, you know, and she plays that role for a lot of people, and she really takes to it. She gives like some of the minors rides home at night when they stay for the last class of the evening. She'll take them home if they have to wait for a ride. She's like, no, I'm going to take you guys home. Like, she's really taken on that role, and we love her for that.
That's cool. And somebody who's in such depth and a relationship with MTK and all that, in the community and all that, have you ever had your moments where you've been like, you know, I need to take a break, or maybe this isn't for me, or like negativity in your head where you're just like, man, like, you know, because aside from the pain, like, we're just, you know, because, you know, it's not an easy workout, you know what I mean? It's a great workout, but, you know, like, have you ever gone through those moments? Because one thing that we love to, you know, to educate our listeners and everything, our viewers, is that we all have bad days. We all have those moments where like we want to quit, you know what I mean? Whether it's anything, school, business, just like anything. Have you ever had those moments?
No.
No?
Not about the gym, no.
Really?
Wow.
There's days where I'm just like extremely tired. I'm like, okay, I can't go today. But I've never missed more than like 2-3 days, like back to back.
Yeah.
Have you ever had teammates that have felt like that and that you've helped them out?
I don't think so. Not that like they've told me, but if I see like someone's not there, I'll like text them and check on them. But they've never like came to me and been like, well, I'm thinking about like quitting. Yeah. But if they do, I tell them like, don't quit. Like, just, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's a great, and you're a great example of that too, like how you could easily use excuses, right? I'm in a lot of pain, my sciatica, my this, my that, my knee, but you were still showing up and you were still doing whatever you could, regardless of the pain you were feeling. And the cool thing about Jasmine too is like, you can tell she's in a lot of pain, but she'll still do the best that she can. Sometimes I have to be like, all right, Jasmine, let me have you do this instead, because I see her like just really wobbling, and I'm like, ugh, let me protect her from herself.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I think it would definitely be a cool source if you were to ever see that and just help people out for sure. If people are willing to open up for sure.
Yeah.
I like that. And Jasmine, for young ladies and men who are out there who are young like yourself, who found the gym like MTK, and I think it's without you, I mean, from what I've gotten is that it's kind of like your get away from the world type of deal, and you're kind of like, it's your I don't even know what to mention, like your fix, you know what I mean, where it just gets you through your day. And a lot of young people, you know, turn to alcohol and drugs and all that, but you found it in MTK. What would you say to somebody who is the old you, who's going through anxiety, who's looking for something, who happens to stumble in this, you know, in this podcast, and is just like looking for that type of, you know, environment? What would you say to them? But they don't have the friend the way you did, because you also said like, if I didn't have my friend go, I probably wouldn't have gone. They don't have that person, but are looking for like an outlet.
I would honestly tell them like, we can go together. Even if I don't know you, we'll go. Like,
That's awesome.
That's just how I am. Like, I love helping people, and I never want anything in return. It brings me joy to help other people. So I'll even message people all the time. Like, they'll like post like, oh, I'm upset, like blah, 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 this and this is happening. And I'll message them and be like, hey, I know we don't know each other, but you should come to the gym with me. You will feel amazing after. I'm like, after you punch a few bags, you'll forget about all of it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love that.
I like it.
And that's just another like example and staple of what MTK is all about.
Yeah.
It's just that right there, that genuine kindness, that we generally just want to help people, you know, and they always say like-minded people attract more like-minded people.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, Jasmine. That really is.
And going back to the reason we do these podcasts, and everybody has a different story of why they came, why they stay, why they're committed, and why they continue to influence others to do it with them, is that everybody has different reasons of why they ended up at MTK, but it's normally from something that was a negative or like something that wasn't going right for them, and then MTK, but more importantly, the community inside the gym of what really changed their life inside of the gym and outside of the gym. Because one thing that I've always loved about you guys is seeing you guys outside of the gym, because that reminds me in my early 20s when I joined MTK and I was just a student, and me and Neil and a handful of us became friends out of the gym, and we would spend New Year's and we would spend Christmas and we would go out to eat and we'd go out to fight. And I just remember in those moments how like that was my getaway from all the bad habits that I had prior to that. And that's what sparked us when we had this conversation of like, let's bring everybody in, because not everybody's story is going to be crazy dramatic, but everybody has a reason why they came to the gym, you know what I mean? And it's normally from something that possibly wasn't either really horrible habits or just a direction that they wanted in changing their life, health, mental, whatever it might be. But every single podcast that we've pushed out has been like, I love that. And it's from everybody, you know what I mean? Because it just, everybody's going through different avenues, and then, you know, listening to you that you're just like, you know, I had this anxiety, I didn't want to go, and shoot, now you're 22 with back pain, but loving life and being committed. And to us, that's what we love.
Yeah, absolutely. Jasmine, thank you so much for hanging out with us today and sharing your story. You know, sometimes people feel like, oh, well, I don't know if my story will really help anyone, but I guarantee you, even if it touches one person today, or maybe they heard you say, wait, Jasmine will come with me, even though she doesn't know me, you just changed someone's life right there.
Maybe I should
now they
have
get a
said
chance.
that.
I know, right?
We got to like censor that, huh? But Jasmine, thank you so much for hanging out with us, okay? We really appreciate you. And guys, that concludes another episode of Muay Thai Save Me. And just remember, guys, this is the reason why we do it. We like to bring people on board from just different walks of life, and share how Muay Thai has like changed or shaped their life in a very positive way. So if you like this video, you like any of our other content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that share button. And don't forget, stay tuned for next Tuesday with another episode.